Okay, what I wanted to do for you people was to do a side by side, and we want you to remember this is a $5 program. It still is and always will be. And some people may come in for the $5, but this is called LEAP. And I wanted to do a side by side the next several screens to show you why we mean LEAP. Exactly why LEAP. So when a new member comes in and purchases LEAP, they become a Ruby 1 and start their matrix. When a new member comes in and pays $5, they're a Silver 1. Now the next step is when that Ruby brings in one person. The person who bought LEAP only brings in one person. He immediately receives the products for Tier 2 and Tier 3. So he's a 3. And there's $5 there as a commission. When a Silver 1, just Stage 1, Tier 1, brings in one person, that person is also a Silver 1, and there's $5. Now what happens when they each bring in 2? A Ruby LEAP member brings in his second person. That takes him to Tier 4. He's got Lesson 4 as the product, and there's $10 there. The Silver Stage 1 person brings in 2 people. $10 is enough for him to advance to Tier 2. That's the cost of the product. So now he's a 2, and he's got those 2 people on his front line. Now this is where it gets interesting. That Ruby member now brings in his 3rd and 4th LEAP members. There's 4 on his front row, that's $20, 10 of which goes towards the balance of the program, and $10 is theirs to keep. Remember, 50% is all they take in commission. Now look at the person who came in to 1X on the $5 plan, 4 people on the front row. He went to Tier 2, and he has $10. Look at the left-hand side compared to the right-hand side. That person is already in Tier 1, Stage 2. He's Emerald by introducing this to 4 people. And again, they're both available, but that's why it's called LEAP. Now, before I show you any other slides, remember JC had mentioned before, and I'll bring it up again, when you're an Emerald, and I know, I don't know if I dare say this or not, JC, but isn't there 8,000 Emeralds right now?
Because of LEAP, there's now 16,000.
Oh, that's doubled in, what, a week?
About 2 weeks, it seems like.
Well, this program, this silly little $5 program isn't going to work at all, is it? Anyway, if you're an Emerald, or once you get to the Emerald stage, if a person comes in brand new as a Ruby 1 and brings 4 new members in right away as LEAP members, they become an Emerald. Now, you can sit all day long and bring in new people, buy a LEAP key for $50, they receive it, register, accept the terms of the LEAP program, know that $441 is going to be paid back by 50% of their commissions, agree, and boom, you just got a $50 fast cash bonus back. Now, there is an exception. Next week, while we are pre-ordering, there won't be the $50 cash back bonuses paid immediately. Once they run the whole system through on Monday, November 28th, then every time you're an Emerald and you send somebody a Leap key and they register and they accept the agreement, boom, you got $50 back. Can you imagine how many people we're going to bless and how quickly they will receive? So being an Emerald should be everyone's goal.
Jane,
and you can quickly get there.
Jane, we're not going to take 50% of that $50 if you still owe a balance on that advance. You get all of it.
In fact, rebates, and the fast cash bonus, that's not a commission.
That's right.
You get all of that. And I'm going to show you how that is affected. Now, if you look at that leaper brought in 4 who were Leap, and those 4 brought in therefore there's 16 people on row 2, and they're a leaper because they brought their 4 each for row 3. And I'm really not going to go through the dollars, but I want you to, on this page only, when row 2 went to just stage 1, tier 2, the guy at the top got those 16 times $5. 40 went towards the balance and 40 in your pocket. Row 1, those 4 people you personally sponsored, all of their personally sponsored people went to stage 2, tier 1. They all made $40 on each of those. That's 4 times 40 is 160 for yours, but 640 matching bonuses on theirs. You've paid the 441 balance. It's paid. That's how quick this can happen. But now look what on the right-hand side you have the person who came in for $5. He got paid for his row 1. Now on row 2, they got their people in, 16 members, and then those 16 on row 2 brought in their 4, which qualified everyone on row 2 to buy lesson 2. You get those commissions. 16 times 5 is $80. $60 of that just upgraded that person to stage 1, tier 4. Just to go one level more, so you see what happens is as this gets deeper and deeper, you know, a lot of people call and say, well, Jane, I can still make money if I don't do Leap. I said, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
So if you compare, QL reserve balance was $454 for the Leap person on the left, row 3, and et cetera, et cetera. It just keeps going because your balance is paid in full. And on the right-hand side, what happened to this person? He progressed into stage 2 to tier 2, and now he's making some money. But who's leaped into a better dollar value? That's why this Leap program is absolutely phenomenal. But even the $5 program is making money.
It's phenomenal too.
Right, right.